Imagine a world where Mercedes-Benz didn't wait until the late 20th century to build a true mid-engine supercar, but instead unveiled one as early as the 1960s, a machine that could have redefined the brand's identity and challenged the very idea of what a high-performance car should be. Sounds like an alternate timeline? In reality, such a car almost existed. The Mercedes-Benz SLX from 1969 remains one of the most mysterious and forgotten prototypes in automotive history. A project that never reached production, yet played a crucial role in shaping the future of the brand. The origins of the SLX date back to the early 1960s, when Mercedes-Benz began searching for a successor to the legendary 300 SL. After dominating both racetracks and public roads, the company wanted to create a new flagship sports car that would carry its legacy into a new era. Early sketches appeared as soon as 1962, showing a sleek, elongated coupe with futuristic proportions and a low, aerodynamic profile. This wasn't just an evolution. It was a bold attempt to redefine what a Mercedes sports car could be. The design of the SLX was developed by some of the most talented minds of the era, including Paul Brock, Giovanni Battistella, and later Bruno Sacco, who would go on to shape Mercedes' design language for decades. Their vision was modern, elegant, and daring. The car featured a smooth, flowing body, hidden headlights, and a distinctive front end with the iconic three-pointed star. Interestingly, it didn't rely heavily on visual cues from the 300 SL, signaling a clear break from the past and a move toward a more progressive future. What truly set the SLX apart, however, was its engineering concept. Unlike traditional Mercedes models, the SLX was designed with a mid-engine layout, placing the engine behind the driver. At a time when most road cars still used front-mounted engines, this was a revolutionary decision. The mid-engine configuration promised improved weight distribution, better handling, and a more balanced driving experience, characteristics typically reserved for race cars rather than road-going grand tourers. Despite its ambitious design, the SLX never became a fully functional prototype. Instead, Mercedes developed scale models and a full-size wooden mock-up to study aerodynamics and proportions. These models revealed a highly efficient shape, with a long, tapering rear section and prominent air intakes that hinted at serious performance intentions. Even in static form, the SLX demonstrated how far ahead of its time the concept truly was. As for technical specifications, much of the SLX's mechanical setup remained speculative, since no complete running version was ever built. However, it is widely believed that Mercedes intended to equip it with a high-performance engine, possibly linked to its early experiments with Wankel rotary technology. Estimates suggest the car could have produced over 200 horsepower, a significant figure for the era and enough to position it among the fastest road cars of its time. The fate of the SLX project was sealed in the mid-1960s, when major changes took place within Mercedes-Benz's research and development department. With new leadership came a reassessment of all ongoing projects. Unfortunately, the SLX didn't align with the company's revised direction and was ultimately shelved. Despite its potential, it was deemed too radical, too experimental, or simply not ready for production under the new strategy. Although the SLX never reached the public, its influence lived on. It directly inspired the development of the C111 series, a range of experimental prototypes introduced in 1969. These vehicles became testbeds for advanced technologies, including Wankel engines, diesel powertrains, and extreme aerodynamic solutions. In many ways, the SLX can be seen as the conceptual foundation for these groundbreaking machines. In terms of production numbers, the SLX is as rare as it gets. Only scale models and a single full-size mock-up were ever created. No drivable version exists, making it one of the most elusive and inaccessible projects in Mercedes-Benz history. It's not just rare, it's practically mythical. known only through archival materials and rare public displays. Because the SLX never entered production, it never had an official price. However, considering its positioning and advanced engineering, it would likely have been one of the most expensive cars in the Mercedes lineup at the time. It would have targeted an elite group of buyers, much like the world's earliest supercars that began emerging in the late 1960s. Estimating the modern value of the SLX is nearly impossible. With no surviving functional example and its immense historical significance, it would likely be worth tens of millions of dollars if it ever appeared on the market. For collectors and museums, it would represent far more than a car. It would be a piece of automotive history, a symbol of innovation that never had the chance to fully materialize. Today, the Mercedes-Benz SLX stands as a fascinating what-if in automotive history. It's a reminder that some of the most important ideas never make it to production, yet still shape the future in profound ways. The SLX wasn't just a prototype. It was a vision of what Mercedes-Benz could have become much earlier. A bold, daring concept that proves even forgotten projects can leave a lasting legacy.